Robert Brown is on his way to the grocery store on this quiet afternoon. The Hollywood, Florida native moved to Flint 7 months ago, and he says he loves his section of the city.
If I didn't live in this neighborhood, you wouldn't catch me outside after dark.
The College Cultural neighborhood, home to Mott Community College and the Flint Cultural Center, isn't riddled with crime. Brown says that's because people here trust each other.
Most of the neighbors look out for each other, watch each other. Most of the neighbors know each other.
It's an image Craig Wolcott is working hard to maintain. He and Mike Harriman head the College Cultural Neighborhood Watch Group.
We wanted to get ahead of the curve and make sure that as the economy kept dropping, that we were making sure that we were taking care of ourselves.
The group feels the burden of public safety now more than ever in the face of a shrinking police force and continuing crime. Just last month, Wolcott and other members ponied up enough money to open a mini station manned by volunteers. This property used to be the center of dozens of complaints, but now
they know that people are out looking.
You don't need to pass a background check or go through formal training to join this group. You just need a pair of alert eyes and ears. But the group does have rules and guidelines to remind neighborhood watch volunteers they're civilians. They're not to engage any subject or use any kind of force.
We don't chase people down.
Volunteers participate in one of 3 training programs: Eyes and Ears, Red Alert, and Patrol Notes. Their mission is to help police not be police, and the vigilance is paying off.
I see a lot of young mothers out there pushing baby strollers in the afternoon, and that's a good thing.
Crimes like B&Es have gone down, and there aren't as many suspicious sightings on nearby Court Street. This is all good publicity, Wolcott says, to attract more young people, more home buyers who will help boost property values.
There's no reason for any other area not to be using something like this.
Art Diamond is trying too, through Rollingwood Watch in his North Side community.
Well, it started out with a couple of the neighbors getting fed up with all the crime in the area.
A couple of neighbors last summer turned into about 20 people, but Diamond says that's not enough to make a dent yet.
It's not going to be right because of the police situation, but it is better.
It's a lot better. Take it from the faces behind Flint Police Operations, a social group with more than 30,000 fans on Facebook.
We have more eyes and ears getting out on the streets. We have more people looking out their windows. We have more people meeting their neighbors.
21 administrators, some of them paramedics and firefighters, keep their ears on the scanners and keep followers updated on crime, fires, and EMS calls.
It has been fantastic for the community.
Kat Van Sickle and Joe Posey say they could be onto something big, something that will give the city of Flint back to the people.
We want to come off this FBI most violent city in America list for the first time in years.
It's a lofty goal, but none of these groups doubt it's possible with an army of passionate, like-minded citizens behind them.
This is your neighborhood. If you can't feel safe where you lay your head, where can you feel safe at? And I'd rather feel safe where I can lay my head knowing that if something happens, somebody is going to say something.
None of the groups we spoke to allow volunteers to be armed. And Flint Police Operations just became a nonprofit organization. Leaders are already planning fundraisers. Jane Park, NBC 25.